Hi, guys. Welcome to our Handmade Happy Hour every Friday at 1 p.m. Central. I am Tracy. I own Print Cut Craft, and we help people make really fun projects with their die cutting machine. And today we're going to be showing you a tip on making knockout designs. And so I'm going to do sort of like a Mother's Day design because Mother's Day is not too far away. But you could, hey Hannah, but you could easily use this technique for lots of different sayings or whatever you want to do. But basically, it's going to be using the offset feature. And so I'm going to be showing you that, how easy it is to do, and then how to upload a font that's not on your Cricut, that's not in Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to use a free font from dafont.com. And then I know that we had some questions in our membership about supplies. My favorite supplies. What do we use? What do we get? What do people use? And so I'm going to show you some of my favorite supplies too. So as you guys come in, say hi. And then I'm going to show you how to do a knockout. So let me know if you guys have never done a knockout. If they're very easy to do. And I'm going to do one and just put it on some paper so you can see how easy it is to line up. And I'm going to show you my layering technique with parchment paper. So, oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, it's really DAFONT, Hannah. It's like dafont.com. And so and what's confusing, I think, for people uploading fonts is you're not really uploading them to Cricut Design Space. What you're doing is, hey Marla, is what you're doing is uploading them to your computer. And then once you have your computer, the font uploaded to your computer, then it will show up in Design Space. So I think a lot of people don't know that. And then because let's be real, there's not really a lot of reason. You can pay for fonts through Cricut, which you totally can. But I'm going to show you that you don't need to. You can do it for free. So who doesn't like free stuff? So let me show you what you guys need. So I'm going to go to dafont.com, download the file, and I'll show you how to upload it. I've already uploaded it on my machine, but I'm just going to show you how to do it anyway. And then in a little bit, I will go over the supplies. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Leslie. So let me go over here. And actually, no, let me add, hang on. Let me share my screen a different way. Let me remove this and then stop sharing. I'm going to do it a different way so I can open up a web page. Share screen. Okay, we'll do it this way. So let me go over here. So I'm on dafont.com. So let me see if I can type that in. I get a lot of fonts from here for free. So you can just go to dafont.com. And then the one I'm going to use is I Love Glitter. So I'm putting in I Love Glitter so you can see which one I'm going to use. And I like this one because you can connect the pieces, the words. I don't create a login. I literally just go there and like download stuff. I didn't log into anything, Marla. Is it asking you to log in? I mean, no, because it says login at the very top and I've not logged in. So you just go to dafont.com, type in over here in the search bar, I Love Glitter, and it's right here. So then I'm just going to click the download button. And dafont.com has tons of great fonts that you might want to use. Okay, so then basically what you're going to do is let me see this over here. So I opened up the file and if you can pick a one to use, try to do the OTF versus the TTF. Both will work fine, but we're going to go with OTF so you can get some of the extra little embellishments that might not always show up with the TTF file. So basically, I've got to upload this onto my computer. So I'm just going to double click it. And I got to pull stuff over because it pulls it over here. So it says, I Love Glitter. This is the font. And then I've already installed it. So basically, this would say install. And so I can replace it, but I don't need to. So you would just click install. And then now it's on your machine. That's how easy it is. But what you have to do, because if you've just installed it and now you want to see where it is in Design Space, you need to close Design Space and then open it back up again. So completely close it and then open it back up again, and then you should find it on your fonts. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to the text feature, and because I've already, let me just do a new, I'm just going to do new so you can see how this goes. So I'm just going to text, and the one that comes up is Cricket Sans. And so that's good enough for me. I'm just going to do mom in capital letters. And I can show you this again more than one time, so it's not any big thing. So then I'm going to do my other font. And so I want to go find my font that's the I Love Glitter. So I'm going to come up here to fonts, and you can see there's Cricut fonts, and you can purchase them, or see I purchased a couple of them in the past. And then we're looking for system fonts. And so anything like on your system that I don't remember all the fonts I uploaded onto my system. So I'm just going to look for glitter, hit enter, and then you can see this is the I Love Glitter font. So I'm just going to click it, and then this is where we get our text. And so I've seen online where you could do like connect people's names. So if you wanted to do this for like your mom or grandma or something like that, you could write all your kids' names or your the grandkids' names or whatever you want to type. And so basically, let's just double click this, and I'll show you. I'll just do my kids' names. Oops, I have to turn the cap lock off. And we're going to make this wider. So one of my daughter's names is Kendra. So then on the end, to connect it with that little heart, so above the return key on my keyboard is a backslash with a straight line above it. So that's the one you're looking for. I wish I could show you my keyboard, but it's literally backslash with the straight line above it. That's the key you're looking for. So I'm holding down Shift, and then let me click over here. And then that's how we're going to connect it with that thing. So I did Shift and backslash, not the forward slash. It's this one. It's the one right above the return key. All right. So then Sydney, and then you could just leave it like that if you want. You could add more kids' names, but I only have 2. Get out our dog's name, Loki, whatever you guys want to do. But I think I'll just do this one. I think I'm just going to do this one as, I'm just going to do I love you. And I'm going to recolor this so you guys can see what this looks like. So I'm just dragging this up above on top of the word mom. And basically what we're wanting to do is making, oh, I froze. Am I better now, Marla? Hey, Donna. Am I typing it on? If you missed it, I think on my comments seem to go to the YouTube page, which is fine. But if you missed it, you can go to dafont.com. Oh, no, it does show up on both. Never mind. I see it. It shows up on both. Okay, so anyway, what we're trying to do is just get a little space above or below the I love you. And we're going to slice that out of the word mom. And so you can make this as thick or as thin as you want. And so we're going to use the offset tool. And so basically, I'm just taking the I love you, and I'm going to go to offset. And I can show you guys this again. Hey, Rita. And so this is, let's make this a little skinnier. But you can see that blue bubble around it, and you can make it as big as you want or as skinny as you want. I think that's going to be fine. I did 0.125. Then I'm going to click apply. And then I'm just going to click off, and then I'm going to click back on, and then just drag the I love you. Why it has such a big box around it, I don't know. But so anyway, this is what we're trying to stamp out of the word mom. So because remember when we do slicing, you can only have 2 layers. So we're going to do the offset layer and the word mom. Hey, Judy. And so maybe I want to center this a little bit more. So then I am going to just click both of these. And then if they're truly only 2 layers, which you can see over here, they're not like MOM or anything like that. It's 1 layer. You can click the slice button. And then it flashes and then it's done slicing. And then we can pull that away and pull that away and pull that away. And then we're left with this weird looking thing. But when you pull this back up on here, then it fits perfectly. How cool is that? So then I don't need this stuff anymore. And then you can just cut these 2 things out. So I'm going to cut both of these out, but I need to double check the size because my paper is only so big. Oh, this is fine. It's 11 inches. So I've got, how much do I have here? 12 inches. Okay, I'm good. I grabbed a scrap of vinyl, and so I was just making sure I had enough. So I'm going to just make it. I don't know. I don't want to save everything. That's nice that it keeps asking me. That's a new feature that I hadn't seen before. And I even went in, and I know some people online are talking about the Cricut glitches. It is true. Cricut needs to work on some of their glitches. But one of them is I've already gone in and reset my mat. I know some of you guys know I've had mine preset for me 12 by 24 forever. I went and fixed it the other day, and it's still popping up as 12 by 24. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to cut both of these out of, hey, Rob, your timer is going off for something. Or I don't know what's happening, but I think somebody's lunch is ready. So I'm just going to do glossy vinyl, and I'm going to do remember my material. And then I'm going to show you, let me add my workspace. I forgot to do that. Hang on. Okay, let me add my workspace. Go here. Okay, so I've got, I don't know why it's the sun is out, so I don't know if it's extra glare from the window, but it helped a little. But I have navy paper, and I'm going to do maybe the word mom out of teal and then the I love you out of white. But you can do this on anything. Like you could put this on a wood sign or whatever you want. So I'm going to do mom out of teal. And I just grabbed some colors that I just happen to have here. So it's not anything, I have no grand plan. Okay, so that's going to cut out. And what's weird is this is really a dark teal, but it looks really not teal in this camera. Oh, well. Okay, so while that's cutting out, it's going to take a second to cut out. So I've got my paper. I do need transfer tape. Something else that we were going to talk about, need scissors to cut my transfer tape, is supplies. And so while this is cutting out, I'll talk about that. If you go to, let me get you my link. If you go to our website, I have a whole article on my favorite supplies. And so I'll post that there. This is where you can go find what supplies I love, and I'll show you what they are. Let me go over here. And it's this page. So this is just the page that I put the link in for. And so these are some of my favorite things that I use every day. So I use transfer tape. I get mine from Vinyl Ease. They have amazing transfer tape. It's really light tack. And if you guys don't have any good scissors, I love the spring-loaded scissors a lot. And then I get my vinyl local. I'm in Houston. Let me switch my thing. I'm in Houston, so we have a couple vinyl stores here. And the one I use is called Polytech, although I have tested out the vinyl from Vinyl Ease, and that works really well too. And so we may be switching to that one. I don't know. We got to see. But Oh, yes. Let me find my stencil brush. Let me grab that, Judy, because it was I washed it, and let me grab that. Let me start this. I'll grab it and show you real quick. Okay. So for this month's project, we're doing for our club. So if you don't know, we have a craft community, and we have a monthly craft club. We have a subscription box. We do an annual live retreat, and one of the things we're doing this month is doing stenciling on a fabric banner. And so I just got these little stencil brushes. You can get them anywhere, probably even the Dollar Tree. But definitely you can get them at any craft store or Amazon or something like that. But basically it's just a flat brush. And what we're doing is, and I'm using chalk paint because I definitely want it to be sometimes acrylic paint, and depending on what brand of acrylic paint, can be really liquidy. And so I like it to be a little bit drier. So I'm definitely using a dry brush, and I'm using our stencil brush, and we're going to dip it into our paint, tap it onto like paper towel or something for a second, and then we're just going to dab it on our stencil. So that's what we're doing, Judy. This is what that is for the club. Anyway, on our supplies, the vinyl that I'm using right now is from Join Us. And so that's where, for the most part, where I get a lot of my vinyl. But I might be buying some bulk vinyl from Vinyl Ease. They're closing their warehouse, and so I'm going to go see what I need from them before they close their warehouse. But they're still on Amazon, and you can buy from them every day of the week. All right, so I'm just going to cut this out. I'm going to save my scraps, and I'm going to cut the IOU out. And then I'm just going to put this on cardstock to show you how easy this is to do. Okay, so get this out of the way. Right. So let me weed this. But I could see you guys using this for all sorts of reasons. I use it sometimes. I use the knockout feature when I want to add an extra layer to something, or and you want it to be like a mat, use it as a mat. We did that for one of our porch leaner pieces. Basically, I just took the knockout piece and made it into a layer. Let me finish reading this middle part. But these are super easy to do. And I thought, since I know you guys work ahead a bit, and Mother's Day is coming up, not for 2 months, but still, if you guys wanted to work a little bit ahead, you can get something done for your mom or your grandma, your great grandma. I thought this would be cute. So, okay. So we got the I love you, that's all weeded. And then we're going to do the mom. And this one is not weeding very well. Normally it just pulls up so easily, and this one is a little persnickety. Okay, I've got my mom. Put those in the trash. And then let's layer this together. So I've got my transfer tape. This one happens to have a grid on the front. I like the kind that I do like the kind that has a grid, so you can like line stuff up. I'm not going to line stuff up like super well with this one because I'm just putting it on paper. But if you wanted to, you totally could. Okay, so let me show you my trick. I'm going to get some parchment paper. So you can do this 2 ways. It depends what you want to put this on. We can put the mom down first and then layer this on top, or, which I think we will, because this is longer than that. So I think we will do it that way. And then I'll show you how we can layer that on. But you guys can go to dafont.com and go find all sorts of fun fonts to use for this. It doesn't have to be this font. This one just happens to have a fun little connector piece. So, and then also if you're putting this on paper, make sure you don't have like super strong transfer tape. And if it's super sticky, like what I do is if it's super sticky, I stick it to my shirt and then pull it off. So it'll make it less sticky. Like the lint from your shirt will like help. But if you definitely are using like Cricut transfer tape, that one's super duper strong. And I definitely would stick it to my shirt first. I'm not pushing down very hard because I don't want to rip my paper. And so I'm just going to peel this off. Okay, so now we've got that. And then we're going to come back, put this one on. So I scraping the front, flip it over, and then I'm going to use a piece of parchment paper to help me line it up. So this is my layering trick, which works out really well. So, oh, Janine's at the airport. Are you going? Yeah, she's going to have fun in Vegas. So I am layering it just a tiny bit off the parchment paper. So that way I can start to line it up and I can see where I need to go. And frankly, I should have moved this. No, that's all right. Here's my L. It's hard to see in the really bright light with this with green. I think this is right. Yeah. So then I'm going to stick the part that's sticking down, which just happens to be this one little lonely L. But if they had anything else just sticking out just a little bit, that's going to tack it in place. And then I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to pull this out and it should line it up pretty well. Although it could have moved it up a little tiny bit higher, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I can show you guys the Canva thing. And then you can save this and reuse it. So I'm just going to stick it right there. But I could have lined it up just a little bit higher, but you can totally see how it is sliced out of the word mom. And you could make this into make it smaller into a card. You could do this as a wood sign. So lots of fun uses for that. Okay, so you guys want to know, oh, the videos on Canva. Jackie, there is a video in the club already that walks you through how to open, you click on you literally click on the link. And then there's a video showing you every step for how to make it into a PNG and then how to make it into an SVG. So basically, she's talking about one of our club projects that we're doing this month. But let me go back to the supplies. So that's our vinyl. I use this brand. I mean, I really get other brands, but something I did notice this month, which I've never noticed before, I get off-brand Cricut mats. And this is the one I've been using a lot, Zen Art or something. You can get multiple mats for basically, if you went to Hobby Lobby and got one Cricut mat, you can get three or four of these. Now, do I feel like maybe they don't stay sticky as long as a Cricut mat? I don't know. I feel like they're the same exact thing. And you can always wash them if you want and re-stick them. So that's that. So that's the brand I use. But what I did notice is I bought something totally different because I needed some extra long mats. And I bought a brand that wasn't Cricut. And they came in and they were a 1/4 inch too narrow. And so when I put them under the feed dogs, they kind of didn't even fit under one of them. And I thought, well, that's a problem because my vinyl needs to go 12 inches across and the mat, and I need it to be placed in the right exact spot so it fits my vinyl. And I didn't want it to be having issues grabbing it and going. So so those are going back. So that was the first time I've ever had any issues. But this brand, I've not had any issues with this brand. It's the same exact size as the Cricut one. I know there's a lot of other knockoff kind of ones too, but I mean, I know the Cricut mats are nice and but they're just expensive. So That's that. A wet wipe, yeah, that works great too. Yeah. And then you just, Trisha, do you just let it air dry? A lot of people just like, you can wash them with like Dawn soap or soapy water or even just some water. And you can use your scraper tool just to try to get some of the gunk off of it, the dirt. Just don't scrape too hard because you don't want to scrape away the stickiness. And then you can just let them air dry and they like will be sticky still. So, and then you can also take some masking tape if you need to restick it. I put masking tape around the edge because you don't want these edges to get sticky where you're not sticking your paper. I'll take masking tape and put it around, and then you can do a light spray adhesive and just kind of let it sit, and then I let it sit in the air for a little while to become less sticky. If you need to restick your mats, two-way glue to stick them again, yeah. And so there's lots of different ways to like get your mats like in good shape. But you guys know I'm a lazy crafter. I just buy more. Sometimes I'll wash them, but I don't like doing that, and so I don't. But anyway, so this is, I use a brayer. I just actually have the Cricut one. I use a lint roller. I used to use the lint roller just to pick up my hold my little extra bits when I'm weeding, but I don't use that as much anymore. I do love a Ryobi glue gun. I have that, especially when I'm traveling or at retreats. Those work great. And my favorite glue gun is my mini Surebonder. And you guys can see it's like in a sad shape. We've used this sucker a lot. It's just my favorite. It has like a really fine tip, and I use it way more than I ever use my regular glue gun now. So I use that one the most. And then I love Barely Art glue. And I like, because I'm impatient, I like a heat gun. I just grabbed the one from my husband's garage. And so he had a DeWalt one. So, and then I like my Maker. That's the one I currently use, is the Maker 3. I use this, but not all the time. But this is just a storage container if you want to store your blades. And then people always ask me what my heat press is. This is the one I got from Heat Press Nation. And of course, weeding tools and all of that. But my blades, this one comes in a pack. You can get them with just the red blades, which is the main one you're going to need. And so you can get, I forget how many they're in a pack, but it's a lot, like 30, 20, 30, 40 or something. It's a lot. I still have the original pack that I don't have it here. I do. I still have the original pack. I bought this years ago, and I still have a ton of blades in here that I have not used. So I don't even know how many years ago I bought this. That'll last you forever. So basically the price of this is like $9.99 on Amazon. And I think like one replacement blade. Well, let's just see. I have a couple. No, that's not the right one. These are attachments, but this is just a Cricut. This is a rotary blade kit, but this alone, just for the blade kit, is $18, $17.49. So I don't know what they charge for. I don't have it right in front of me, the regular, just the single blade, but I know it's way more than, like, I think it's, you would pay the price of one Cricut blade for a whole box of blades. So that's definitely one of my favorites. So those are where I get my main supplies that you guys were asking about. In the club, I'll go over and do a Cricut, and I'm gonna do a Canva template tutorial, because that you guys have the lesson in your membership. You through the whole thing. You need to do that first before you upload your SVG. So that's how you're going to make your SVG this time in our club. So I'm making do a little extra work, but because I want them to be custom and with their own names on it. And so I'm showing them how to take a Canva template, turn it into a PNG, uploading it into convert.io and then, or convertio.co, and then changing it to an SVG, which is a file converter. Super easy to do, but not everybody loves like all the extra steps. But because this one's custom, we're doing for our monthly club project with our family names, I thought this was going to be the easiest way to do it. Yeah. So I'll go, Jackie, I'll go live in our club and show you guys. I'll walk you through that step. So if you guys want to get that done sooner than later, I'll do that maybe today or tomorrow, soon. And walk you through that. And that way I'll post it so you guys can show up and watch live. So I'll do it tomorrow afternoon to make sure you guys can show up and see it or watch the replay. But that's our handmade happy hour for today, you guys. I wanted to show you how easy it is to do a knockout. And so basically you're just slicing out the middle of a word. It could be a shape. It could be like a dinosaur or a dog or something, and you're just wanting to fill something with a different shape. And so it's basically just slicing something out and fitting something in, but getting that little bubble of space around it. So super easy to do, and I know you can do it. So if you guys have questions, reach out. We're here all the time, and let me know. But that is our Friday handmade happy hour, and we will see you guys back next week. We're doing a I'm doing a Jingle Mingle event, and so it's going to be a pre-recorded handmade happy hour. We're going to talk about calibrating your machines and for print and cut, because Janine just did a redo of a birthday project, and then I'm going to add on to some crafts to do with birthday stuff, and we're going to be making our own confetti, personalized confetti with like your family's face. And so back to Canva. So once you kind of get like understand how to do Canva for this, I'm going to go in a few weeks and show you guys how to take your family picture, edit it to be fun confetti with a print and cut feature. So the next week's handmade happy hour is going to be talking about the alignment, but it's not alignment, calibration. So yes, the bunny challenge we're going to be doing. I'm going to post a winner. I don't know that that's going to be live. I'll just do a video or like a spinny wheel thing. I don't have mine right here. A bunny challenge going on. And so on the 14th, I was going to do it on the 15th, but since I have Jingle Mingle that day, there's a lot happening that day. You guys, it's free. You guys are welcome to join us for Jingle Mingle. It's 2 days of 12 of the 14, I think, of my crafty friends. And we're going to do every hour from like 10 to 5, a different person's going to come and do a workshop. And so it's going to be a really fun event, and it's free. So I'll post a link for that in just a little bit. Is there a video for this session? There'll be a replay, Rita. The replay will just show up automatically as soon as this video is done. You can go and watch the replay. But so, yes, so we're doing Jingle Mingle 2 days, Friday and Saturday. And so I'll be live at noon. Yeah, I'll be live at noon next Friday, the 15th, doing my project, which is going to be our bunny trio, which I don't have right here either. But we're doing, in the meantime, we did the last month, we did this bunny challenge where you just buy a wood cutout, decorate it however you want. Like some people did they napkinized it like Miss Tracy Creates style. Or some people did vinyl, or however you wanted to decorate it. We've seen a bunch of different pictures of people painted them. Kathy from Decorator Crafts like did this really pretty bow, and she put it on a little bench and greenery, like a little floral thing. So we're picking a winner from all the people who submitted a picture. And so we'll release that and post it on the 14th, and then contact the winner. So I'll do that on the 14th. The 15th is Jingle Mingle, also at noon. Jingle Mingle with me at noon. Otherwise, if you want to follow along with that, it's all day long for 2 days, Friday and Saturday. And then our handmade happy hour is going to be your pre-recorded video at 1, just because there's too much going on with all the other things. So, all right, guys, that's what we got today. Have a good day, and I will see you guys next week.